Hello, everybody. I'm Dugan Fraser. I'm the Program Manager of the Global Evaluation Initiative. Welcome to the next in our series of interviews with some of our partners who are working in evaluation capacity development. I'm here today with Sonia Sandhu. She's Principal Evaluation Specialist at the Independent Evaluation Department of the Asian Development Bank. Thank you for joining us, Sonia. It's lovely to see you.
Thanks,
So,
Dugan. Hello to the GEI team. Thanks for having me.
nice to see you. So evaluation capacity development means many different things to different people. What do you understand evaluation capacity development to mean, and why is it important to the Asian Development Bank?
So, to me, yes, it is a very broad concept and it's means different to different people. But it's a channel that drives knowledge from evaluation towards improving project performance, program performance, and eventually development effectiveness. So, it's that bridge, really. Um, that's and to take that further, the vision also within ADB and IED is to enhance that learning from evaluation knowledge to improve project performance, accountability, and development effectiveness through learning. Those are equally big words, but I think ECD is that channel that gives it meaning. Why we do what we do, are we doing it right? And how can we do something better? Is it working? And ECD gives that substrate to learn and actually find solutions for these larger concepts and give them meaning.
Tell us about some of the highlights of the work that you've been involved in over the last few years that you're particularly proud of.
One, of course, has been to keep the program going. Second, a couple of successes. The IED's ECD program has been in running since 2009. And actually, I'm the new kid on the block. I joined IED in 2019, and then we had the COVID. So I saved the COVID part for latter. So this program is within ADB and with outside of ADB with ADB's member countries. So ID's been very serious with sort of deepening this engagement through evaluation capacity development, building project evaluation programs, and we've been designing and redesigning these over time to customize and contextualize them. So that's a very big accomplishment. Another big success story, I think a very big success story is the Asian Evaluation Week that IED hosts every year. We are sixth this year, and very proud that last year we hosted it virtually for the first time and just pulled it off marvelously. There's also another pride moment, which is the ShipTet, which is I must now look at. Which is another long running program that IED looks at. It's a bit of a deep dive into evaluation beyond just project evaluation. And that is ShipTED stands for the Shanghai International Program for Development Evaluation Training. And it's a joint initiative of the Ministry of Finance, Republic of China, and the World Bank Group, ADB, and the Asia Pacific Finance and Development Center. So it's a collaborative approach, again, with the same vision and the same objective.
That's a lot to be proud of, and I'm very fortunate to have been to the two Asian evaluation weeks before the pandemic, and they were fantastic. I really loved learning.
We look forward
Yeah,
to having you again this year. Yeah.
thank you. It'll be great. Let's talk about some of the challenges that ECD faces, and what do you think are some of the big roadblocks that we need to navigate?
A big challenge, Dugan, is tracking the learning that we impart. And I'm sure, I mean, this is something I'm sure other ECD teams feel that too. It's also assessing its utilization, usefulness from time to time. We rely a lot on engagement, on surveys, but really that's not enough. Sometimes, with our member countries, we really try to embed the fact that, keep the incentives alive for institutionalizing learning, institutionalizing or embedding new approaches. But people train and people leave, right? So the staff turnovers are high, especially with our government agencies. So it's a big challenge. It's a big challenge to, we can keep evolving, but it's a big challenge to embed and, get the training to be absorbed.
When you think about some of the things that are going on globally in the ECD landscape, what are some of the things that you're excited about?
I think the opportunities that are coming with digitization and technology, it's been a huge learning through this COVID time as well. This virtual connectivity and the accelerated digitization that's happened has actually catalyzed a number of things which we should have done anyway. And the approach that we took really, Dugan, and I now come to the COVID part because I think we can't avoid that too much. Is we just took I like to call it the 3R approach. Recognize that in that uncertainties seem to be consistent and a consistent need for reskilling, but we need to prioritize that reskilling for ourselves first. Quick reskilling and quick retooling of things that we took for granted, and then reflection, very quick reflection rapidly to better understand what's working, what's not. And we really put our time into after action reviews and things like that, and really looked at what was working in the process. Even in a day to day learning journey, we took a learning journey approach, and then based on recognition, reflection, we responded. So I try to keep those three very simple R's in our vision as we look at the larger journey and a day by day journey when we develop the program.
When you think about the partnership that we're building, yourselves and the Global Evaluation Initiative, what are some of the things you think that we can do together that we wouldn't have been able to do if we were working separately?
All of the above points that we just talked about.
Yeah,
The above.
indeed, right?
All of the above. Seriously, I think see, the more we share knowledge, the more you're going to learn. It's even simple discussions, like even at this point, we're learning, right? It's just everything becomes a learning mechanism. And with GEI, I think so. When we want sharing to happen, then platforms need to be created. So to link up again with the previous question, virtual connectivity has helped to catalyze the building of these platforms, just like the Asian Evaluation Week. So now GEI, it has this focused, collaborative partnership approach for ECD. I think for our member countries, assisting our member countries, it's fantastic because they are one and we are so many, right? The government officers are dealing with World Bank, with JICA, with OECD, with us, with ADB, with
Exactly.
everyone. So the more platforms we create for collaborative exchange of notes and ideas, what's working, I think the landfall, the impact where it really should be towards the beneficiaries is very high. And the more we harmonize, so these platforms are also helping us harmonize so that the impact can be sort of, how should I say, get catalytic in it, in a way. Learning becomes, we can catalyze learning through better collaboration.
When you think about the GEI and you consider what success would look like from your perspective, let me ask you to finish this sentence. The GEI will be a success
If we together create an identity for making learning from evaluation a culture.
That's very nice. I love that. And I hope we can do that together. And I mean, I think the thing about the ADB's work in evaluation capacity development is that it's very sustained and very significant. And I'm excited to be collaborating with you guys on it. I think there's a lot there that we can optimize. Thank you, Sonia, for joining us. It's been a fantastic conversation. I'm really grateful that you were able to make time, and I'm looking forward to continuing to travel and to learn along with you and the bank. Thanks very much.
Thank you so much, Dugan. It's been a pleasure, and a pleasure meeting your team again, and pleasure meeting you again. And I really look forward to a very collaborative and robust partnership. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.